Take a good look at my gem count right now. It's just barely above halfway needed to fully reset a commander, but luckily I don't need that much. So let me explain. So we have the commander reset event coming in a couple days, so from the 23rd of January all the way up to 6th of February, the reset will be live. So there is no small window. You have well over 2 weeks to get yourself the amount of gems you need. So the amount of gems you need is based on how many sculptures you invested into a commander. So for example, I invested a hell of a lot of universal sculptures into Sargon, so he will cost me 66,000 gems basically, which is not that far from 69, but it just gives you a rough idea. If you're someone who likes spinning wheels, then this event should be really cheaper for you. And I'm not someone who does that, so you can see the cost for me is much higher. So for you, it could be maybe even in the realm of 50,000 something. And depending on where you're at right now, this could be really close. Or even if it's somewhat far, like for me, for example, let's say it's 30k gems away. I believe you will have enough time if you're smart enough. If you're smart and you're active enough and you take advantage of things that are available to you. And I'm going to quickly show you the ways I will get gems and some ways that you might even see before and the things that are most recent. So starting off from the update. So the update is tomorrow. And the update brings you an event called Lucky Red Packet. This event is one of those red packets you see in the chat. You click on them and you get most of the time gems. Various amounts of gems for 5 to I believe 500 gems if I remember correctly. So if you're an active alliance, you should see a lot of these in the chat. You click on these and you gotta be one of the 4 lucky ones to be in time to get the reward. And this event lasts for like a couple days, and if you're active, staying in chat for quite some time, you could be having a surprising amount of gems in your inventory. So keep an eye out for this, be in the game, and try to be active enough to click on them. This will be a very, very good source of gems. Then we have the Esmeralda Sprayer. So this one is more luck based, but you can get up to 2,000 gems from the special reward. So it requires a lot of luck, but it's there. It is a possibility, and you could get a lot of those free spins along the way. So could potentially be a lucky day for you. Then you have Sharp Eyes and Quick Hands. Sharp Eyes and Quick Hands are the puzzles. You got 3 puzzles with 3 levels, and one of those levels gives you gems. If I remember, it's 200, 100 or maybe 200 gems per puzzle. So looking at either 300 or maybe 600 gems per for this event. So easy way to get the gems. This is not a difficult event at all. Matter of fact, I quite like it. I like these puzzles. I think they're fun. So that's from the update. Rest of this is just quality of life and KVK based. But if we take a look at the event calendar, there are a couple events here. We got Ready to Attack, which is a true training event, and I believe it is worth spending your training speed ups for. So I'm going to do it myself. I suggest you do it too. Get those upgraded T5s on the account. Then you got Silk Road during the week. So Silk Road gives you 300 gems per caravan. You have 3 caravans, so looking at 900 gems for this event. And it's easy, but it gets kind of tedious if the caravan is long enough. Then you got Ark of Osiris. If you win, that's easy 2.5k gems. And just for an hour, I think it's really good value. You get a lot of good things, and I really have to be active for the next one because my repute is terrible. So for just 3 events right here, you can get upwards to 5,000 gems, and adding in all the daily quests of 100 gems. So just with these, and then when you take into account the red packets and the puzzles, I think you're going to be looking at, let's say, 7,000 gems, maybe more. Just depends on the amount of red packets you will receive through the chats. Now for people who are in leadership, and this is the most recent, I believe, achievement update. If you take a look at Master Commander, and if you scroll down, you can see right here, I'm 8 days away from 10,000 gems. So if you're someone like me who is this close, or you have enough time to be there, I would urge you to, since you're here, obviously have been in leadership before, and you have good relations in your current kingdom, try to apply to be an R4. Tell them what's going on. You need gems. You're a good fighter. You're a good player. You're just going to be there, and you're just going to be there till the duration, until you need the amount of days to claim these gems. I believe it's good enough. And before we had like 8 spots, now we have 12, so there's more freedom for people to participate being an R4. So just try it out. It's worth a shot. It's 10k gems. It's not 1k, 2k. It's 10,000. So I think it's a game-changing amount of gems in this circumstances. So try it out. And apart from that, obviously what you can do is gather gems. You can kill barbs, and you can do those barb keeps and camps. So if you're someone who does them regularly, you already know about this, and you just hope to not see too many people doing them now, because there's a really good value from them. I haven't done these in years, so I really can't tell you how many they give you, but I believe they give you a significant amount if you do them every day, especially the one with the keeps. Yeah, I think the keeps give you a lot more. Yeah, this is the one. This is the one you want. So the amount of gems varies, I believe. It's not 50, I think it's more. And you got all these nice resource nodes right here. So here's what you do to recap this video. So you're going to find the commander you don't really want to use anymore, or you haven't used in quite some time. You're going to click on their info tab. You're going to see how much you invested into this commander, and that is going to be your price. Not the specific sculptures, but the universal sculptures. So if I want to reset Zhuge Liang, I would need 65,500 gems to do it. But if you're someone who spun a lot of wheels, you're probably going to be even less than 60, maybe 50,000 something. And then you try to find all the events, all the ways you can get the gems to be there in time. You got 2 weeks, and trust me, you'll be doing yourself much more favor by getting the gems instead of complaining. I honestly expected myself to see a fixed price of something like 20,000, 25,000 for the reset. But once I figured this is going to stay this way, it's just better to prepare yourself in the best way possible. So thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.